Hello, you're most welcome. Yeah, it's Henry the computer guy, and in this video you're going to be learning how you can format and partition your flash disk using the command prompt. So what you have to do first is to connect your flash disk to your computer, as I've already done with mine, as we are going to be looking at it here. So let's come to this PC or my computer. You right click and choose the option that says open, and having opened it, here down it is indicating that we are having the flash disk, which is 7.60 GB in drive E with a name called on, and it is the one that we are going to be working with. Another thing you have to do is to search for your command prompt on your computer and run it as an administrator, and we are going to do this. So you come to your start down here, then you come to the search box and type their CMD, and having typed CMD, they will display your command prompt. So you have to right click on it and run it as an administrator, as we have said. And the user account control will ask you whether you want to allow this app to make changes to your device. Of course I want to. Then click OK, and that dark screen is going to be displayed, and it is the one we are going to be using as our command prompt. So I'm going to resize it a little such that we see both our flash disk here and the command that we are going to be typing onto this interface. So first of all, you're going to type a command that is called diskpart. That will load the Windows disk partition tool. So let's type it, which is diskpart, and press enter, and you give it some time to load the diskpart. Down here you're seeing that the diskpart has already been loaded. So we shall type another command that says list disk. That will help us to list all the available disks onto your computer, even all those USB or flash disks that have been connected. So let's type it and say list disk, then press enter. So it is going to list all the disks that have been connected to your computer or that are available onto your computer. For example, we have disk online 465 GB, then others, that is the one that we are having into our computer that is holding or hosting even the operating system. So we are not supposed to choose that one. Another one is disk 1, that is having 7800 MB, and it is our flash disk that we are going to be using. That means that we will be able to select that disk 1. So I'm going to type a command that says select disk 1. So you give it a number. That means that it is going to be selected as disk 1. Then you press enter. And down here they are telling us that disk 1 is now the selected disk. So we have to clean it by typing a command that says clean. So what does the cleaning do? It is going to erase all the existing partitions. Then you press enter, and it will tell you that diskpart succeeded in cleaning the disk. Now you're seeing some changes here. So after cleaning it, we have to create a partition by typing a command that says create partition primary. Create partition primary. Then we press enter. So they are telling us now down here succeeded in creating the specified partition. That means that after all that, we have to select and format the partition that we have created. First of all, we are going to start by selecting it. So let's type the command that says select partition 1. Then you press enter, and they are telling us that partition 1 is now the selected partition. After that, we have to make it active by typing a command that says active. Then you press enter. They are telling us now diskpart marked the current partition as active. That means that we have to format our partition now. by giving it even the file system that we want to use, for example FAT32. So we are going to come and say format fs, which is the file system, equals then FAT32. And if at all you wanted to give it a label, for example a name, you will skip some space and write label, then equals, you give the label that you want to use. Let's say I want to call it Henry. Now it is having on, so I want to call it Henry. I'll type Henry. After that, you can put quick such that it can format quickly. Then you press enter. Then it is showing you the progress that it is 0%, then afterwards 100% completed and successfully formatted the volume. So you're now seeing a change onto our flash disk. Then finally you have to type the word exit or command, that is exit. That is actually going to close the disk partition tool. Then you press enter. After that, I think we are done with the formatting and creating partitions onto our flash disk. So it's been Henry the Computer Guy, and if you're new to my channel, please help me and click the subscribe button and the notification bell to always be notified when a new video has been uploaded. Bye bye, I sign out.